So first things first, you need the TDR set at default. Make sure it's at default setup. And make sure your iConnect S parameter wizard is closed. Okay, so the first thing to set up is the TDR. Okay, and make sure your TDR step is on, acquisition on, and you're measuring voltage. Okay. Now, go to your TDR auto setup properties. Make sure you have TDR displayed, and you don't want to display the incident edge. Okay, and press auto set. Okay, you can close that. The acquisition tab, you need to change your samples to, let's say, 250, sorry. Okay, and make sure you have a condition in the average complete. And to note is the resolution knob. Make sure the resolution knob doesn't go any larger than 20 picoseconds. So you go to your resolution knob, and in the upper right hand, make sure, upper left hand, yeah, make sure your resolution is below 20 picoseconds to obtain a range for your S parameters up to 20 gigahertz. Okay, so with the coax cable in channel 1, obtain the waveform pressing. Okay, so press on stop. Okay. Okay. The next thing is to move the wave to the beginning between the first two divisions, and move the red triangle far left. And press run stop. Okay. Next is to open the iConnect wizard with the measure extractor. Okay. Alright, so now you have channel 1 being displayed on your TDR. Now the first thing you want to do is acquire it. Okay, so you have it acquired. And change that as reference. We're going to call it reference. Okay. Now we're ready to connect the DUT. Make sure it's hand tight, and also make sure you're grounded. Okay, so right now I connected channel 1 and channel 3 of the TDR to the DUT. Okay. Okay, now you want to go back to the TDR setup, and you now want to measure on channel 3. and press run stop. So now you acquired channel 3. I'm going to bring that down. Okay. Now you want to import this into the iConnect. So to do that, you want to refresh this. Okay. Click channel 3, and you want also channel 1. Okay. You want to acquire. Okay. So now you have your reference, your channel 1, and your channel 3. Okay. So one thing you might want to do to keep track of things, change channel 1 to TDR. Change channel 3 to TDT. Now you're ready to start obtaining the S parameters through this iConnect program. Okay, so first thing you want to do on the upper right hand, you want to compute S parameters. Okay, and have your DUT as TDR and your ref as reference. Okay. Now if you click compute, you are now the S11 parameter is being displayed along with the phase. Okay, so if you want to just keep track and make sure you change S1 to S11. Okay, that's your S11 S parameter. Okay. The next step is to now get your S21 S parameter. By doing that, make sure your waveforms over under the DUT field is your TDT. Okay, and if you press compute, you then obtain the S21 S parameter. The next step is to measure your S22 and S21 measurements, the S parameters. So the way to do that is to rotate your DUT. Just flip-flop the ports. Okay. So now that the DUT is flipped, now you're able to. Now let's measure the S22 S parameter. First, we need to reacquire the waves in your time domain. Okay. You want to reacquire channel 1 and channel 3. Okay. Now first, press refresh. Okay. Reacquire channel 1 and channel 3. Oh, it looks like channel 1 was already imported. registration selection. Okay. And apply. Okay. So if you look closely, you'll see that your channel 1 is right over the pre-existing channel 1, same as the yellow on channel 3. They're very close, but not perfect. Okay, so the next step is to relabel. Make your channel 1 and turn that to TDR2. And turn this into TDT2. Okay. So next, go to your waveforms. Import TDR2 and reference to obtain your S22 as parameters. Press compute. Then you'll see your red there. Okay. And then next you want to obtain, change your DT to TDT2 for your S12 as parameter. It's overlapping. It's overlapping the green. It's really close to that. Okay. So also rename your S parameters. This should be S22. Your yellow is S12. This is how you display your S parameters.